Good afternoon. Welcome to the conference call of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, arranged by Concept Investor Relations to discuss its Q2 and H1FY26 results. We have with us today Commodore P.R. Hari, Indian Navy retired, Chairman and Managing Director, and Shri Niranjan Mukund Palerao, Director Finance and CFO, and Srimati Aparajita Ghosh, GM Finance. Please note, this conference will be recorded. I would now like to hand over the floor to Commodore P.R. Hari, Chairman and Managing Director. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sagar. Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you all to the conference call of GRSE to discuss Q2 FY26 results. And with me here are Shri Niranjan Palerao, Director Finance and Chief Finance Officer, Srimati Aparajita Ghosh, General Manager Finance, Shri Hitesh Burana, Assistant Company Secretary. As I normally do during these Concalls, I shall proceed in the following fashion prior addressing your queries. I shall touch upon the financial performance for the quarter ending and half year ending 30th September 2025, give you a glimpse of the physical performance that was translated into the financial performance, cover the order book, give you a glimpse of the future outlook, including orders on the anvil, and culminate with our expansion plans. I'm happy to inform you that the results of Q2 FY26 have been encouraging, and we have been able to sustain the growth momentum, recording a strong set of numbers. Our revenue from operations year-on-year has gone up from 1,153 crores to 1,677 crores, registering a growth of 45%. Similarly, the total income has moved up by 42%, with the profit after tax moving from 98 crores to 154 crores, registering a growth of 57%. Coming to the order book that the company has as on 30th September, our order book stood at rupees 20,205.56 crores. This comprises of 10 shipbuilding projects consisting of 43 platforms. These include 13 warships for the Indian Navy, that is 2 P-17 Alpha advanced frigates, 1 survey vessel large, 6 anti-submarine shallow water crafts, and 4 next generation offshore patrol vessels. In addition to these 13 warships, we are also executing 2 export projects, a project of 12 multipurpose vessels for a German client and a trailing suction hopper dredger for the government of Bangladesh. So export platforms 2 projects consisting of 13 ships, and we are also constructing 13 hybrid ferries for the government of West Bengal. In addition, we are also executing 3 projects for specialized research vessels. 1 for the Ministry of Earth Science and Ocean Research vessel, 2 coastal research vessels for the Geological Survey of India, and 1 acoustic research ship for the DRDO, the NPOL Kochi. These 10 projects, 43 platforms, pertain to shipbuilding. In addition, we are also executing an order for the Indian Navy for manufacturing of naval surface guns, 2 ship repair projects, including an export project for the government of Mauritius, in addition to the orders that we have on the portable steel bridges, the belly-based division, the deck machinery division, and the diesel engine plant at Ranchi. I shall now touch upon the progress of the ongoing projects that will give you an understanding as to where we are with respect to execution of these projects. Coming to the P-17 Alpha project, as you are aware, this is a big, prestigious project consisting of 3 warships, and I'm happy to inform you that the first ship has been delivered ahead of schedule, and the second ship is getting ready for contractor sea trials. We should be sailing the ship for contractor sea trials sometime during the end of this month, November, and this ship, as with the first ship, shall be delivered ahead of schedule. The third ship, the last of this project, has completed nearly 60% of construction and is moving towards this delivery scheduled during mid-2026. With that, we'll be completing this project. Coming to the survey vessel large project, this is a 4-ship project. 3 ships have already been delivered, and the 4th ship has achieved nearly 85% physical progress of construction and has successfully completed the contractor sea trials. She shall now be made ready for delivery planned during February 2026. Now, the anti-submarine shallow water craft project is the 8-ship project. Total 16 ships, 8 built by GRSE and 8 by another public sector shipyard. And I'm happy to inform you that 2 of our vessels have already been delivered. Both the ships have since been commissioned into the Indian Navy. And the 3rd ship has completed her final machinery trials and is getting ready for delivery. We intend delivering the ship early next month. The 4th and 5th ships have achieved nearly 80 and 72% physical progress of construction respectively, and we are targeting delivery of both these ships during the first half of 2026. The balance 3 ships, the 6th, 7th, and 8th, have progress of construction ranging from 55 to 70%, and by end of next year, we'll be completing the anti-submarine shallow water craft project. The 4th project that we are doing for the Navy is the next generation offshore patrol vessel project. This project is moving along fine. The first 2 ships have achieved nearly 60+% of physical progress, and the next 2 ships are around 52% progress of construction. The first 2 ships, Ship 1 and Ship 2, shall be launched during early 2026, and the next 2 ships shall be launched during the latter half of 2026. The delivery of these vessels as per contract is scheduled by 2028, and as of now, we are on track towards timely delivery. The next project is the hybrid vessel project that we are undertaking for the government of West Bengal. This is the World Bank funded project. 13 vessels, 7 vessels 100 passenger, and 6 vessels 200 passenger. The project is on track, and the delivery of these vessels shall commence from early 2026. The project completion is scheduled by 2027. The next project I would like to bring to your notice is the multi-purpose vessel export project that we are undertaking for a German client. Just to put things in perspective, this was initially a 4-ship project, then the quantum got increased to 8 and thereafter 12, with an option for another 2 vessels. Some of the first vessel has already been completed. The delivery of these vessels is expected to be completed by 2029. Project, it's a low-value project, about 135 crores project. The delivery of this vessel is planned during mid-2027. The project is on track. The research vessel project has kick-started. The ocean-going, the acoustic research ship, and the coastal research vessel. The delivery of these vessels are planned between 2027 and 2028. I shall now touch upon the future outlook and give you a glimpse of the orders that are on the anvil. As you may be aware, the Navy and the Coast Guard have got a huge expansion plan. And as of now, 3 projects, 1 for the Coast Guard and 2 for the Navy. The RFPs have already been issued. 18 SPV projects for the Coast Guard, 5 next generation survey vessels for the Navy, and 2 multipurpose vessels for the Navy. The total likely order value is approximately 8,700 crores between these 3 projects. GRSE has already submitted the bids of 2 of these projects, and the third project, the bid submission, as I understand, is towards the end of this month. In addition, 7 more projects have been accorded the approval of necessity by the Defence Acquisition Council over the last 1 year. These include the P-17 Bravo project of 7 ships, the mine countermeasure vessel MCMV 12 ships, the fast interceptor craft 120 vessels, 18 FIBs, 31 next generation waterjet FACs, 4 LPDs, and 5 NOPVs between Navy and Coast Guard. And the high value projects among these are the P-17 Bravo. The A1 value itself is approximately 70,000 crores. The mine countermeasure vessel is about 32,000 crores, and the LPD around 35,000 crores. So all put together, these 7 projects for which the A1 has been accorded, the value comes to approximately 1,52,000 crores. Here, I am not discussing the submarine project, the IAC project, or the next generation destroyer. I'm keeping it out of this bracket because these projects, the A1 has not yet been accorded. In addition, GRSE has already signed an MOI with a European client for multi-purpose vessels, akin to what vessels for which we already signed the contract. They are still in discussion stage, so we expect these projects to gain some traction over the next 6 months. Now, with a strong order book. So I forgot to mention regarding the next generation govt project. As you are aware, we have been declared L1 in this project, the high value project, and we expect the contract to be signed in the next 3 to 4 months. And we are confident of ending the financial year with an order book plus 50,000 crores. It is well above the highest order book position that the company ever had. Actually, I think it is almost 100% more than what it ever had. So this is something which we are eagerly looking forward to. So with this background, a good order book, strong order book, much more on the anvil in the defense and export, domestic defense and commercial export segments. We are good to go for a strong future. And with this background, we had systematically prepared our capacity enhancement plan, and our shipbuilding capacity increased from 24 ships concurrent construction to 28 ships during 2024-25. And with the ongoing modernization, we intend increasing this to 32 ships by 2026. But I must state that this itself will not be adequate to meet the demand that is available in the market. So we are going in for a brownfield expansion between West Bengal in 3 pockets, and then pockets in 3 separate areas, and a greenfield shipyard in the West Coast. So these brownfield and greenfield expansion plan will take a finite amount of time. In our appreciation, in around 4 years, the shipbuilding capacity shall be increased from the envisaged 32 during 2026 to 40, and this 40 should be adequate to meet the dimensional requirements of the future project, especially for large-size commercial vessels. I think that gives you a glimpse of what we have done during the last quarter and half year, the current order book, and the progress position status of each of the projects that we are undertaking, the orders that are likely to fructify in future, and our expansion plan to meet the envisaged orders. I am open for any questions now. The moderator may take on.
Thank you very much. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and then one on their touchtone phone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. Our first question comes from the line of Amit Dixit from Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for the opportunity. Congratulations for a good set of numbers. Couple of questions from my side, sir. One is the recently approved AONs of 79,000 odd crores. There was a mention of LPD over there. So just wanted to understand the quantum of LPD that could be there. And then secondly, who all are in the fray for this particular platform? And part C of the question is that how long it will take for us to build this LPD if we get the contract.
Thank you, Mr. Amit. You're absolutely right. The last DSC meeting, they recorded AON for various projects, including the LPD project. This is a high-value project. It consists of four ships. The four-ship project with an order value likely to be to the tune of around 35,000 crores. Next question, who all? The three of us, that is MDL, HSL, GRSE, plus Cochin Shipyard, plus L&T. This is the expected players in the field for this project. And normally it takes about a year to year and a half tops for the RFP to be issued from the time of the accord of AON. And from the time of RFP issuance, it takes about a year for the contract, including L1 declaration and so on, the contract to be signed. So about 2 to 2.5 years from now, the contract is expected to be signed. And as per my understanding, the project duration will be around 48 months. 48 months
okay.
For the first ship, 48 months, 4 years for the first ship, and every 6 months for one ship there. This is my application.
Okay, sir, that's very helpful. The second question is essentially on next generation corvettes. So the project, the awarding of contract has been, I think, delayed quite a bit. Where we are actually on this, there were certain defense companies who mentioned on their call that they are expecting some trickle-down orders for this next year. But unless and until it is awarded, it's very difficult to see how they can get the trickle-down orders. So just wanted your thoughts on this. Where are we actually, and when can we expect the decision on this?
Thank you. As our different partners are waiting for trickle-down orders, we are waiting for the main order. And at the outset, the project has not been delayed with respect to award of contract. This is a natural process. Once the L1 is declared, there will be a price negotiation, and the contract negotiation is a high-value order. Total order value is the total order value for each ship is to the tune of almost 51,000 crores. So naturally, it will take a finite amount of time for the contract to be concluded. I'm happy to inform you that the contract negotiations are in final stages, and we expect the contract to be signed in the next 3 to 4 months, which means in this financial year. Now, in this contract, being a high-value contract for an advanced platform, the partner range could be from MSME to major global OEMs. So, for a major project like this, there is a pre-production time that has been awarded. It means from the time of award of contract, there is a pre-production, predetermined time that is awarded. During this period, we will be placing orders to all our partners, the major OEMs, as well as the MSMEs, based on the design and maturity. So they can be rest assured that many of these orders would trickle down during FY27, starting from the first half onwards. With the contract signing likely during Q4 of this year. Thank you.
Okay, sir, that's very helpful. The third one, and if I may, and this is the last question from my side, is that if you see, we are actually cruising at a very good execution as of now, but the order book is also diminishing. So until we hit really the pressure on NGC and the landing platform dock, do you foresee that in the next, let's say, 3 to 4 quarters, we'll face a period where there's significant earnings decline just because we would have exhausted our order book?
Okay, I'll put it this way. When we started this financial year, our order book was around 22,000 crores. We have, in the last 2 quarters, we have already executed, we have actually recognized revenue to the tune of around 2,942 crores. Whereas our order book has dropped only by around 2,000 crores, which means around 900 crores worth orders we already obtained during this quarter. What we are doing is while waiting for high-ticket items like the NGC order to be contract concluded, we are meanwhile getting orders for small projects, be it for commercial ships, be it for research vessels, so that the revenue does not drop in the coming years. To answer your direct question regarding is there any likelihood of revenue depletion in the coming few quarters, no, I don't expect that. Purely because the P7 Alpha project is very much on even as of now, and so is the second major project, the anti-submarine shallow water craft project. And both these projects are likely to extend to one of them mid of next year and the second one end of next year. So I don't see any revenue depletion in the next 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 quarters. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the best.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Krishna Doshi from Ashika Institutional Equities. Please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity and congratulations on a great set of numbers, sir. So my first question would be with regards to the NGC order. So I was just trying to understand, what kind of margins are we looking at in the NGC order? If you could just possibly give us a range or something.
See, always trick questions are welcome. Margins here. Just hold on to margins. Okay. And see, this project has been one-on competition. I hope you're aware of that.
Yes, of course.
But this being a high-value project, I would just state, I'll go back to what I normally say, shipbuilding, in conventional shipbuilding, a good margin, the PAT margin would be around 7.5%, and we can assure our investors and partners that we'll be getting well beyond that. So margins will not be wafer thin.
Perfect. Okay, sir. So my second question would be that we've seen significantly higher gross margins in this quarter, but we've also seen a spike when it comes to the subcontracting costs and other expenses. So if you could please elaborate what were these costs attributed to?
Thank you. One, we mentioned about the higher margins this quarter and also increase in subcontracting costs. See, as a strategy, our non-core jobs, including certain amount of construction activities, are outsourced. And it is but natural that as the overall revenue increases, the subcontracting contractors, subcontracting costs also increases, and that is purely a natural phenomenon, no matter of concern. Now, coming to margins, right now we are recognizing maximum revenue from the P17 Alpha project. The second ship has reached a stage where the trial phase has started, the equipment installation has been completed. So, this being a definite profit-making project, so the revenue recognition as well as margins are good during this quarter. And the same trend is likely to continue in the next quarter too, because the project is likely to be in a similar phase even in the next quarter.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for that. Just the last question that, our revenue guidance has always been in the range of 25 to 30%. However, in the first half only, we have delivered a revenue growth of around 38% if you see year on year in the first half. So do we now want to revise our revenue guidance upwards?
See, you're absolutely right. We have been maintaining about 25 to 30% year-on-year growth. And we expect to maintain similar trend during the current financial year too.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you. That's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Sai Vijay from Capstocks and Security. Please go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. So my question is regarding the upcoming P-17 Bravo project. When is the RFP expected? I think you mentioned around 2 calls back that it should be released soon, right?
Thank you, Mr. Sai. Yes, we are also waiting for the P-17 Bravo project, having now raised almost 2/3 of the P-17 Alpha project. Yes, the AON has already been accorded by the DSC about, I think, about 8 months back. We expect the RFP to come out during the current financial year. This is a 7-ship project. This is a 7-ship project, likely to be, not likely, it will be split between 2 shipyards, the L1 shipyard taking 4 and the L2 shipyard taking 3. So as I said, the RFP is expected during the end of, rather Q4 FY26.
Okay. Sir, you already have given your experience with P-17 Alpha. How confident are you about winning the order? And also, could you just share the shipyard's name participating in the bid?
Okay, so some information. Name Alpha Star, the 4 shipyards are there, so the probability is very high. MDL, GRSE, L&T, and Precision Shipyard. These are the 4 shipyards who have been shortlisted for this project as of now. And we expect it to remain in the same fashion. And yes, I don't know whether you remember or not, when we started discussing the NGC project almost 2.5 years back, we have been, Brother Ati's management, GRSE has been continuously stating that with the experience gained from the govt project executed by GRSE for the Navy, we will be bidding in such a fashion as to win the bid, and we have won the bid. So I like to maintain the same confidence that with the experience of having built the P-17 Alpha frigate, we'll be bidding in such a fashion to win those P-17 Bravo order. So confidence level is high.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, and all the best to the entire team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Ayush Agrawal from MAPL Value Investing Fund. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Sorry to interrupt. Ayush, sir, you're sounding a little bit muffled. If you're using a speakerphone, may we request you use handset, please?
Is it better?
Yes, sir. This is much better.
Great. So, sir, wanted to get a better understanding on our weapon systems program. We are seeing a lot of focus on naval gun procurement from warships as well as Coast Guard vessels. And recently in the DSC program also, government wants to procure more naval guns. So just your understanding of like what is changing and why so much demand suddenly.
Mr. Ayush, could you please repeat the question? Are you specifically talking about weapon systems, or are you talking about warships in general?
Weapon systems, naval gun procurement part.
Okay, got it. So, as a diversified company, as you are aware, as our name states, ShipBuilders and Engineers Limited, unlike any other conventional shipyard, we are a fully diversified company, and one of our products is weapons. So, we started with a naval surface gun in collaboration with an established partner, and happy to inform you that we already successfully completed the acceptance trials of this naval surface gun. And with the success of the equipment, the gun, we expect more orders from the Navy and the Coast Guard, because both Navy and the Coast Guard have requirement of the 30 mm guns for their medium-sized and small-sized platform, which they have in large number. So I see a huge potential on this front. As I stated, we are expecting more orders from both the Navy and the Coast Guard for the 30 mm. We are also exploring the feasibility of further expanding our range of weapon systems. They are still in discussion stage. So maybe in one of the subsequent interactions, I'll be able to give more clarity on this as we progress. But right now, we are focusing on the 30 mm naval system.
Understood. So second question is just a follow-up that, currently there are 10 guns is what I believe, and many would be in RFP stage also. So if you can, tell us a number, how many would be in the RFP stage, and going ahead, what can be our annual naval gun installations?
See, I'll put it this way. I can give you the broad numbers. Of course, I will not be able to share the exact numbers. I can give you a hint. But the point is, what we must acknowledge is that this gun has just been developed. And the pre-acceptance trials, the first gun has been completed just about 4 months back. So it is still in a stabilization phase. To answer your question with respect to, yes, we have received an RFP for 7 more guns which are under the final negotiations for contract conclusion. We have received an inquiry for nearly 50 guns. So the opportunities are huge, but at this stage, 10 plus 7 plus 49 is what we have in our basket. At this 10 contract already signed, 7 still in liquid form. We expect the contract to be signed soon, and the 49 at the very nascent stage.
Understood.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sir, just one last question on this one. Are the older naval guns also getting replaced on the existing vessels?
I shall follow up this further, and maybe in one of the subsequent interactions I shall enlighten you more on this. But as I understand, yes, there is a need to replace the vintage guns. But at this moment, since it is evident that Navy is focusing on 30 mm guns, their focus is on smaller caliber guns. But I shall definitely revert to you with further information as and when I get with respect to the other weapon systems of the forces.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Yash, an investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for the opportunity. And thanks to the Comrade Hari, sir. We learned a lot from you during your interactions with the investors. And I really respect you for your patient responses and very elaborate thing to the investor. And my question is regarding a non-operational corporate event. So just want to check that the other building companies have given some corporate actions like stock split or bonus. So just want to check, is there anything on the cards, sir?
Yeah. But could you repeat the question part once again? I'm not able to hear clearly. Some sort of a...
So the thing is that the other shipyards have given some corporate actions like a stock split or something like that. So is there anything on the cards for our company also, sir? Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Yash. I could hear your question clearly and the intent. See, we are purely guided by DIPAM guidelines, and we are waiting for instructions from them. And as and when we get to know, our investors will be the first to know from us. At this juncture, we are waiting for further directives from DIPAM. Thank you.
And one more question, sir. And also, a lot of capacity, you mentioned that you are also eyeing for greenfield shipyard, and also, is there anything finalized, sir? Just want to check on that.
Okay, what I had mentioned was, one, there is a definite need for capacity enhancement, and we are doing it in 2 phases, two parts, not phases. One is to create brownfield facility, and brownfield facility, we definitely would prefer in our home state, that is West Bengal, and the process already started. Areas identified, taken on charge at least 2 of the 3 areas, and we have started the development of these areas. So that is very much in hand. As far as the West Coast project is concerned, area has been identified. The DPR preparation is currently in progress, and this will, any shipbuilding infrastructure, it takes a certain amount of time. It's capital intensive and time intensive. So considering that, I would put a conservative time of about 3 to 4 years for greenfield expansion plan to fructify. As I said, right now the DPR is under preparation. It's moving in the right direction, and maybe in about a year, we'll be able to put the DPR report into action with respect to implementation. It's in the West Coast. That's what I can think.
Sure, sir. Great, sir. And I hope under your leadership, so our company will have a long way to go. Sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the effort and all you are keeping in making this company great, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yash. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Sunil Shah from SRE PMS. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. And first of all, congratulations on the first delivery of the frigates, the P-17 Alpha that we could deliver to the country. So a big thank you from everybody and to the entire team of GRSE. Congratulations on that side. Enjoyed the entire journey from the date of the order announcement till the actual delivery as an investor. So thank you so much for that. Sir, just few pointers. Just wanted to understand when you stated during the opening remarks that the AON is about 1,52,000 crores. That was pertaining to the opportunity that we can look at. Is that the understanding correct?
Okay, thank you. At the outset, thank you on your best wishes and congratulations on the delivery of this first P-17 Alpha. And we assure you that even the next ship is very much on right track for delivery ahead of schedule. Now coming to the order book on the anvil. We have stated that in addition to the 3 RFPs which have already been promulgated, for which the order value is likely to be to the tune of around 8,700 crores. There are 7 more projects for which the DAC has already accorded AON. These include, I think I mentioned this, but I'll repeat. The P-17 Bravo, 7 of them, 12 mine countermeasure vessels, 120 FICs, 18 interceptor boats, next generation fast aircraft, 31 LPDs, 4 and 5 NPDs for Coast Guard. These ships put together, the value comes to 150 to 150. Again, as a conservative estimate, could be maybe, see, these are the AON costs. It could vary maybe 3,000-4,000 crores more. So, plus the 8,700 for which RFPs. Now, the number, okay, I will again further elaborate to give you a little more confidence. This is only from the defense segment, domestic defense segment. In addition, I'm sure you're keeping track of the news that the Ministry of Shipping has aggregated the demand, shipbuilding demand of all the non-defense PSUs like the ONGC and so on for their commercial vessels. And the number of platforms of various sizes so far is 207. It's a mammoth number of 207, ranging from MR tankers, LR tankers, platform support vessels to Supermax and Aframax and Panamax type of tankers, vessels. So that is 207 in number. The cost, again, very conservative. It could be to the tune of 4,000 crores. Now, this is the second bucket. Now, then comes another segment. That is the export segment for commercial ships. Now, even as recently as today, maybe around 1 hour back, I had a European client sitting with us discussing our project. That is a kind of proactive and very positive approach that the European ship owners are showing towards Indian companies. Every major shipyard in India today, be it CSL, be it JSL, be it HSL, you name it, or MDL, they all have Chowgles, they all have commercial shipbuilding orders, including us. I mentioned that we have got 12 multi-purpose vessels, and this segment is going to expand exponentially. So there are 3 segments. One is at 1,52,000 plus 8,700 defense assured kitting. Then comes the 207. There's a top-down directive. The government of India is very closely monitoring the commercial shipbuilding segment and, of course, the export. And the number of shipyards in India, all big, small, all put together are just maybe 7. Of that, few of them are limping. Now, you take the big shipyards, take big orders. So, if you put all these things in the perspective, the opportunities available for all of us, and you know how we target projects by now. So the share that we will be vying for or eyeing for will be substantial in the coming years. Let us say 1, 2, 3 years. This is in addition to the assured order which we are likely to sign the contract next 3-4 months for the NGC. this is where we stand today.
Yeah. Sir, just little bit more on the same point. Sir, as we speak, roughly our current order book is about 20,000 crores, and we are L1 for the NGC, which is 25,000 crores. So by end of the year, this financial year, FY26, as you stated, our order book could be approximately, let's say, 50,000 crores. But 1 year forward from now, FY27 year end, once at that point in time, even the P-17 Bravo would be announced. So is it a safe assumption that the order book of today of 20,000 crores, maybe in the next 15 to 18 months could be upwards of 75,000 crores? Is my directional assumption correct? That's what I would like to get it understand.
I hope you are
not a number, but maybe a directional. Sorry. Hello.
Absolutely right, and they are of the same frequency. I just hope your words come true. That is exactly that we are targeting. Right now, our order book is 20,000 crores. As you rightly said, of course, I would like to just make a slight correction to the NGC figure. That could be to the tune of around 30,000 crores per order. All put together, we should end the financial year with around 50,000 crores. And if we get the P-17 Bravo, let us take the best case scenario of 4 ships coming to us, or the worst case scenario of 3 ships coming to us. The order could go up exactly the way you predicted.
Perfect.
You're bang on. You're right.
Great, sir. Thanks so much for this understanding. Just one point here which I wanted to understand was we are now getting into the capacity expansion mode of brownfield and the West Coast opportunity as well, for which the DPR is there. But the current state of affairs of shipbuilding taking up a big step forward in that direction. So our contract with Swan Energy, Swan Defense, wherein that port is, in a way unutilized. And for us, maybe that could be one big thing because we signed an MOU, but actionable on that side. Because if the orders are coming, we also have that untapped idle capacity which we can use. So can we speed up the growth even more, meaning as, because it's so much on the platform. Undoubtedly, we are doing remarkable, but still on that side. If you could make me understand on the Swan piece that we had some association earlier.
Yes, it is true that we have signed the MOU with the Swan shipyard, and we are actually waiting for the right opportunity. See, first we need to get a right kind of platform which has to be profitable. So, and why did we go to Swan? Specifically because the type of ships which, let us say, 250 meters per ship, we cannot build with the current capacity that we have. It is for that reason we decided to go in for an MOU. First one. And also with L&T shipyard. So we are in discussion with few of the ship owners. As and when the right opportunity comes in, here the time, space, cost, project timeline has to match. It will happen, but then I cannot say at this point. They're waiting for the right opportunity. But while those MOUs exist, we decided as a management strategy that we must have our own captive facility for future. That is the reason why we are looking at the greenfield facility. So, Swan definitely very much, the MOU is very much active, but we are waiting for the right opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, and all the best to entire GRSE team in the future. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Harshit Kapadia from Elara Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity and congratulations for a good set of numbers. Could you give us a breakup of the 20,000 crore order book across all the ship categories which you have, sir?
Sure. I'll just give me a minute.
Sure, sir.
Yes. Yeah. I'll start with the P-17 Alpha project. The P-17 Alpha project, the pending remaining order balance order value is around 9,500 crores. The anti-submersible watercraft is around 3,075 crores. The survey vessel large is around 400 crores. The next generation offshore patrol vessel is around 3,250 crores. And the 30 mm naval surface gun is 150 crores. The research vessels all put together, that comes to around, the ocean research vessel around 750 crores. The acoustic research ship around 220 crores. The West Bengal electric ferry, again about 220 crores. And the coastal research vessels around 460 crores. The multi-purpose vessels for the German client around 1,400 crores. And the remaining order value on the dredger is about 95 crores. So all put together, the ship building order book is around 19,856 crores. Here, what I would like to bring to your notice is that there was a point of time when our entire shipbuilding order book was through naval or coast guard orders. I think 100% of our, there was a point of time, 100% of our order book from shipbuilding. And shipbuilding, of course, constitute almost 95 to 98% of our total order value. 100% used to come from defense platforms. But now we have reached stage 19,856 crores. 83% is coming from defense and balance 17% is coming from non-defense platforms. That's an interesting aspect that I thought I must inform you. So I hope you got what you want to break down.
No, that's really great, sir. Thanks for the breakup and in detail breakup, and congrats that you are now diversifying yourself. Secondly, sir, just wanted to check the 9,000 crore figure which you have given for P17 Alpha. That is for now 2 ships, or there is some portion of the third ship which is also remaining, which is the one that you have.
Mr. Harsh, have you cut off or can you repeat, please?
Yeah, can you hear? I'm just asking.
Sorry, sir, your line is cutting off in between.
Is this okay now? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are audible. I can hear you.
Thank you. Alpha order which you have mentioned of, that is only...
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Again, your line is cutting off in between, so the question, certain words are getting missed.
I think I got your question. Shall I answer? I think you can correct me in case
Sure.
I think you asked me about 9,400 crores are remaining. You asked me whether this 9,400 consists of the remaining order value for the last 2 ships, correct?
Yes.
So I would like to put it like this. This consists of the balance 2 ships plus the base and depot spares. You know, in one of the earlier interactions I had mentioned that in the overall project cost, X percentage is dedicated for the base and depot spares, for which the customer in consultation with us decide the base and depot spares. And these spares are for long-term maintenance of the ships. So this actual project value for the next 2 ships, the one which is ready, almost ready for delivery, plus the last ship, plus the base and depot spares, all put together it comes to 9,400 odd crores.
Understood, sir. No, sir, thanks for the clarification and wishing you all the best, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Harsh.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Divyesh Shah from Uchit Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello. Sir, congratulations for the excellent performance from last 5 years and still continuing, and hope we will continue same performance in the future, sir. Sir, with as per your opening statement, we are growing at about, as far as revenue is concerned, about 30%. So my rough estimate is that for and we have got a visibility of minimum next 3 years, 26, 27, and 28. And if I calculate by 28, we will be somewhere around 10,000 to 11,000 crore. Sir, my can you please elaborate the life after 28? Our revenue, what is our strategy after 28? Because today morning in the media, you just mentioned one line that after 3 years it will be plateau out. So can you elaborate the revenue strategy after 28?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Shah. At the outset, thank you for your best wishes. But you just picked up one part of what I mentioned. I also mentioned that I said it will plateau from 2 to 4 years. I think up to 2 years, definitely the spike what we are maintaining will continue. Then it will plateau, and thereafter it will spike again, because that is the time when the next generation Corvette will start giving us revenue in a substantial fashion. And also to give you assurance that we are seized of the gap, and it is only to bridge this gap that we are taking orders at plenty for smaller and medium-sized platforms. So again, I'll put it in a right perspective. FY26, FY27, you will see a definite upward movement, consistent upward movement. Then it could plateau for 2 years, and then the spike will start again. And hopefully, as one of the earlier speakers, Mr. Yash or somebody had mentioned, that we are legally looking forward for the P17 Bravo also to sustain the growth in future.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Rohit Priyadarshi from MAPL. Please go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Please go.
Yeah. So my question would be on the weapon side only. Sir, there is existing indigenized 30 mm platform, the AK-630, which is being made by the government lab. So, sir, just trying to understand how are our guns compared to them. So, since they are an established vendors with several installations, sir, why should we be winning orders against them? Sir, what makes us differentiated in this?
Sorry, Mr. Rohit, could you repeat the question, please? It has got a bit blurred. I know you are asking about the KM gun, but thereafter I couldn't make it.
Okay, sir, I'll repeat. Sir, I was asking about this. There is another indigenized 30 mm platform, the AK-630, sir, which is being made by the government labs. Sir, just trying to understand, sir, how are our guns compared to them? Sir, since they are an established vendor with several installations, sir, what makes us differentiated?
Okay, these are for two different purposes. One is for anti-aircraft engagement and closed-in weapon system, and 30 mm is for a different purpose to naval vessels called a surface gun. The bore of this particular gun is 30 mm. This is the first time, I repeat, this is the first time induction into the Indian Navy, and we see no competition at all between both these guns. In some of the platforms, there could be a situation where both these guns are fitted, and the 30 mm gun is most apt as a primary gun for very small platforms like the anti-submarine rotorcrafts or the fast attack crafts, which are in very large numbers where this particular gun, NSG, we call it NSG, 30 mm NSG is ideally suited. In larger platforms, this particular gun can be used as a secondary gun. So we do not see the proven 630 as a challenge at all. Rather, we do not see 30 mm as a challenge to 630. Both are two totally different purposes, totally different identities, and so there is a clash of operational, let us say, requirements. Thank you.
Okay. And then, sir, next question would be on our production and development partners are Blue Horizon and Elbit. So, are we exclusively working with them, or are there other vendors also to manufacture these guns for us?
For the 30 mm gun, we are working exclusively with them.
Okay. And sir, last question would be on this. Sir, by when will the existing 10 guns will be installed?
We expect the 10 guns to be installed. See, I'll give you a broad idea. We have faced a certain number of challenges in the initial phases, all stabilized now. 4 guns have already been supplied out of the 10. 3 installed. The next 6, I think 4 supplied I mentioned. The next 6 shall be supplied in the next 4 months.
Okay. In fact, do we have any additional gun RFPs in place after these initial 10 guns are fitted?
Yes, there is an RFP which is live for 7 guns, which we expect the contract to be signed soon. And we also got an inquiry which is live for 9 guns.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for all the answers. All the best. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Anirudh Murarka from Continental. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Congratulations, sir, on a very stable set of numbers. My first question is how much cash we are having on the books right now?
I couldn't hear, Mr. Andrews. Could you repeat the question, please?
How much cash equivalent or cash we are holding right now in our balance sheet?
3,009 crores.
And sir, how do we intend to use it?
Our own funds are 283 crores and project funds are 2874 crores, which we have parked so that when the payment, especially from our side, is due for our partners or for other requirements. Own funds is a certain amount of infusion. That is what we are planning for the current year.
Thank you, sir. My final question is it my right assessment to say that the best is yet to come for our company?
Again, last question. Sorry, I couldn't get you. Could you repeat again?
Sir, if my assessment is right, the best is yet to come for our company. Could you like to adhere to this?
I would also like to assume the same, but yes, the best phase is yet to come.
Thank you, sir. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next question comes from the line of Karthik Bhatt, an investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Congratulations, sir, to the entire team on excellent performance in the last quarter. It's been truly commendable execution, I think, over the last 5-6 years as well, especially with the delivery of P17 Alpha as well. So congratulations for that. Most of my questions have been answered, so just 1 or 2 quick clarifications. You mentioned the planned brownfield expansion coming up in 3 pockets, I believe. So will it be coming up phase-wise as well? If yes, then by when are we targeting phase 1 to be coming up?
No, they will be moving concurrently. Of 2 of the projects, with the 2 parcels, we should be able to operationalize within a year. And the 3rd parcel between 1.5 years to 2 years. So just to suffice to say that all 3 we are moving concurrently because they are physically discussed. So we don't have to go sequentially, we are going concurrently.
Okay, sure. And you also mentioned in one of the earlier calls about European companies looking at India as a shipbuilding destination for commercial shipbuilding. Is the margin profile likely to be similar to our defense shipbuilding thing or slightly better? Considering that if we get more orders in this segment going forward.
Okay, we put it this way. We started with a very, very simple conventional platforms like multi-purpose vessels because we wanted to get an experience and a foothold into the commercial shipbuilding segment. So for the first projects for conventional ships, we're doing with thin margins, akin to what we have for domestic ships. But for complex vessels which are going to come, let us say, expedition vessels or hybrid vessels, there the margins are going to be good. But we need to have a little patience because once we need to get our name established, like Cochin Shipyard, because they started this commercial shipbuilding business almost 30 years back, rather from the time they are an establishment. We started the commercial shipbuilding almost 4 years back. Today we have a name, but for us to get complex platforms with higher margins, little more patience is required. I expect another 1 year to 2, we should be very much there.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take that as our last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to Commodore P.R. Hari for closing comments.
Thank you, Sagar, and thank you, Gaurav from Concept. And thank you all the investors and analysts for participating in the conference, showing interest in our company, as always, and having a thorough round of question and answer session with us. I really enjoyed interacting with each one of you. I now conclude the session. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you. On behalf of Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.